Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over my monthly yays, nays, and A's of the months of December and January. So December, obviously I did a year-end favorites as opposed to a monthly favorites. And a lot of these products I've been using a lot over the past 2 months. So I wanted to talk about them. And yeah, this is going to be a really long video. So get ready and let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna get out of the way, because it's not a like beauty makeup-y face product, is this. I'm gonna try to do this. This is Kale Polish. So this is her winter collection. This is Winter Glamourland. I have been wearing these nonstop. So I have Graham on my nails. You can't really see probably right now, which is this guy. This Mindy is on my toes, and I wear it on my fingers. I wore these two for Christmas. I wore this one for New Year's. I wore this one when I first got it. Like, they're so beautiful. I love the brush on it. They're just great. I normally don't wear regular nail polishes either, but I really like this formula, and on my oily nail beds, they last a pretty long time. The first one is this. This is the Boscia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. So this is a little mini bottle that I got in like a little sample kit from Sephora. I love this stuff. It's warming, first of all. It is black, so you put it in, put it on your hand, you kind of, you know, rub it together, rub it on your face, and it warms your face, it warms your hands. So don't be surprised if you try it and you're like, why is it like warm? This like once a week, and really just to kind of, like it says, a detoxifying cleanser, just to really get out all the impurities in my skin. Don't use this with my Clarisonic either. I strictly use this just with my hands. So yeah, so generally I will do this one, and then because I use that once a week, and then I'll follow up with this because I use this once a week. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Oh my gosh, I love this. So it says use AM or PM, use once or twice a week. Apply a thin, even layer to a clean, wet face, massaging in a circular motion for 30 seconds. Leave on for 2 minutes. Rinse and gently pat dry. This product may cause the skin to tingle and flush slightly for a short time. For sensitive skin, leave on for less than a minute or use exfoliate gentle instead. So all that is 100% true. When I use this, and it's this crazy like kale green color. I don't know how well you can really see that. There it goes. Scrubby. This is a chemical and a physical exfoliant. So it's got little tiny granules. That's the physical part. And then it has a bunch of different like fruit and plant enzymes. That is more of your chemical exfoliant. So I will put that on, you know, scrub it in, leave it on, and I can feel it tingling, especially in places where I have breakouts. I can definitely feel the tingle. And then afterwards, my skin is pretty red and like kind of flushed away. It's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me, but just if you do have very sensitive skin, I don't recommend that one. I would say get the more gentle version of it. But oh my gosh, it is amazing. I love it. I can feel it like cleaning my skin. Like these two together, I can like feel it cleaning and getting all the dirt and impurities out of my skin. You know, this one I can feel it because it's like warming, and I can just, I don't know, you can just feel it and tell. This one is like tingly and you can feel it. And then generally afterwards, I will follow up with a mask of some kind. So whether it's my Boscia Pore Putty or Pudding mask, or a like hydrating sheet mask, you know, sometimes I'll even just put straight aloe vera from my aloe vera plant on and just leave that overnight. So once a week, this is like my spa facial. Next thing I've been using, I really wanted to get the Dragon's Blood Fix ones, but they didn't have them. So I did get this instead. This is the Nip and Fab Exfoliate Glycolic Fix Daily Cleansing Pads. So you guys know that I love and use the nighttime ones. Like the daytime one, it's glycolic acid, which retexturizes and resurfaces your skin. It has hyaluronic acid, which we all know I love hyaluronic acid. So that moisturizes and refreshes. It has Blue Daisy, which soothes and calms. So I do like this. I will use this. So I guess maybe I should explain it. This I use a lot of times right when I wake up in the morning. So I will like rub this on my face, you know, as soon as I wake up, get all of that nighttime gunk off of my face. And then I will put a sunscreen on. I always put sunscreen on. It does have the glycolic acid, which is a chemical exfoliant. Anytime you use any kind of exfoliant, whether it's chemical or physical, you really are taking off that topical layer of skin, which is basically your dead skin. So you have very fresh skin underneath, which is now exposed. So you really want to take care of it. Even in the winter months, you really want to make sure you're using a good SPF. But this I really do love. Even sometimes at night, because I will admit, if I'm laying about at the house and stuff, sometimes I don't wash my face that day unless I do it at night. So I will use these at night too sometimes. I do really like these. They are doing a great job. And like I said, I like to use it right when I wake up because then I feel like my skin is nice and clean and fresh. And then later on, I'm more of like an afternoon, nighttime shower person. And then I'll go ahead and actually do like my cleansing with my Purity and all of that. But I do really like these. The foundation I want to talk about is Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage. I did do a whole dedicated video on this. I love this foundation. This is a little dark for me, so I do have to mix it with either lightening drops or a slightly lighter foundation. Like this, I will link the video above so you guys can check it out because I don't want to ramble on too much about that one since I have a whole dedicated video to it. I will say for oily skin girls like myself, that is a product you will need to blot with throughout the day or powder or touch up. It does not help with oils, but it doesn't, my oils don't break the foundation out like down either. You know how sometimes with foundations, your oils will kind of make it separate and just dislodge, which is a weird word to say for that. It doesn't do that with that. So I will give it props for that. So if you just blot throughout the day or powder, you're good to go. So I have this primer. This is the No Pore Blum Primer from Touch and Soul. This primer is kind of an egg. I do like it. It's got a good consistency. It dries down to like a very powdery type finish. However, for me personally, with my huge, gigantic, ginormous pores that everyone is tired of me talking about, this doesn't really help too much with minimization of my pores. Like it says, someone that has slightly smaller pores or more normal skin, this might be really, really good. But overall, it's not a bad primer. I do really like it. I just don't know if once I'm done with this, if I will repurchase it again, but I will use it. Concealers that I want to talk about today. So I've got two drugstore, one high-end. So let's talk about the high-end one first. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I do enjoy this. I think it is extremely full coverage like it says it is. And it stays in place. It doesn't really crease. It creases a little bit on me, just a little bit. And Shape Tape Concealer doesn't crease, but every now and again, it will kind of crease just a little bit on me. But this one does crease, I would say, a little bit more. Great coverage. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of, the tones, the undertones in these could be a little bit better just because the one below this is, okay, so first of all, I have light warm. The one below this I think is like a fair, and that was just like too white. The one above this was way too dark. It was more, had more of an orangey undertone to it. This one is extremely yellow, which isn't necessarily bad, especially because I do have some dark circles, but overall it's just a little more yellow than I personally would like. However, it doesn't alter the overall look, but I do really enjoy it. So there's that one. Okay, so now let's move on to Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. There it is, 10 Porcelain. I love this. I think it is so, so good. I've been using it non-stop with the exception of the other two, which sounds weird. But anyway, before I got the other two, I was using this one non-stop. It is waterproof. It is so good. This makes me want to try more of their products. It's really inexpensive. It's like $5 or $6. And I really, really like this. It's a good color, a great consistency. It's nice and thick. I would say it's a good dupe for Shape Tape. It is a good dupe for it, I would say. And it is just maybe a smidgen more creamy than this one, which is interesting because it's waterproof, and a lot of times waterproof can be a little more dry. But here, neither here nor there. I do really enjoy this concealer as well. Okay, so next we have the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I really want to try this out, so I actually got a shade that I didn't think was going to work for me. I got the shade, I think it's number 10, Fair Neutral. There was like a number 5, which I didn't get, and then the light shades, which is the ones that I wanted, which were sold out. But I really wanted to try it, so I said, you know what, we're just gonna do this one anyway. It might be a little too white, it's okay. It's not. It looks extremely white. Here, I will actually show you. This concealer, first of all, let me go over the pros. I really like this concealer. I think it is nice. It is thick. It's got great consistency. It's got great coverage. I like it that the doe foot is a little bit flatter. It's more of like a paddle doe foot. It's really, really nice. The one thing I don't like about this that I will say, if you buy this, go down a shade, because I'm going to do a little experiment. I put a little bit on the back of my hand. This oxidizes. It darkens as it dries. So it was a little interesting to me. You know, I like putting it on, and then I'm going to grab like my, you know, blender to, you know, my sponge or brush to buff it out, and then I noticed that like one side's really dark. It kind of threw me off for a minute. So just be aware of that. Overall, the consistency is great. The coverage is great, and again, it doesn't alter the overall appearance. Like, it doesn't darken so much that it doesn't look good. It was just a little scary, and I'm really glad I got this one, because I feel like if I'd gotten the Fair, it wouldn't have been as brightening as I want it to be. So you can see that difference. So this is obviously, I just did it, it is fresh, and this has been drying for a little bit, and you can definitely see a shade difference. So just be really aware of, which, let's talk about this. This is the Urban Decay Meltdown Makeup Remover Cleansing Oil Stick, Oil to Microfoam, Hydrating Turmeric Root Extract. I really wasn't gonna talk about this product too much, but I'm using it right now, so let's just go ahead and talk about it. I bought this because it was on sale. It was like 50% off. I think it may still be, not sure, but it might be. And I knew I wasn't going to use this so much on my face, but I'm really trying to cut down my use of wipes, of makeup wipes, because it takes 100 years for one makeup wipe to break down. So I'm really trying to be a little more green, a little bit more, you know, eco-friendly. And so I bought this for swatches, because as you can see, you know, then put it on, I rub it out, and it's gone. It does really work. I've used it all over my face. I used it on my eyes, and you were still able to like open my, like, your eyes without it being irritating or anything like that. It works. And then you know, put a little bit of water on it and then wash it off. It's perfectly fine. I think it's a really good makeup remover. The only thing I don't like is it tastes gross. It doesn't taste good. When I took off my like liquid lipsticks, it, I don't just prefer my face halo. You guys know that's like my one true love. And like I said, for like swatches and stuff, this is gonna be perfect for me, and I don't have to use my makeup wipes anymore. So I'm really excited about that. About a highlighter that I've been loving nonstop. It is the highlighter I'm wearing today. ColourPop Pressed Highlighter in Here Kitty Kitty. Here she is. I love this highlighter. It is so beautiful. It's so pretty. It is blinding. It's just, I love it. $. This is around $6. It's ColourPop. ColourPop is so inexpensive. If you haven't tried ColourPop out, I highly, highly recommend you go online and you try it. They do run sales quite a bit, but even if they don't, their products are so affordable, you don't even really need a sale. The Sephora Winter Flush Blush Palette. So it looks like this. I got this because Casey Holmes said this was amazing, and she was so right. And it does look very much like a dupe for the new Anastasia one. Look at that, it's so pretty. So you get 4 colors, obviously. You get mattes, and then on the sides, you also get shimmers. So you can use these kind of as highlights or as eyeshadows, or you can mix it in and give a little bit of a sheen to your blush. I actually am wearing these 2 colors today on my cheeks. I don't know how well you can see, well, there they are. And I love it. I love these colors all by themselves. I love to mix them. These 2 are really good mixed. Also, this is even a really good bronzer. They're just so pretty. I like to even just pop this one just a little bit on the apple of my cheek on days that I'm feeling like I need a little more like of a flush look. This is great. So yeah, I really like this. Last time I checked, this was on sale. I think like $16. So if it is still on sale, I suggest you grab it. But if not, I'm really sorry. This is an A product. I did a tutorial on this.
Yeah, I did a tutorial on this and then I accidentally deleted it. So sorry about that.
I really liked it when I put it on. I liked it so much even the next day I wore it. However, the next day I went and did like a little makeup check and it did not look good. It did not wear well. So this is the Mega Cushion Foundation from Wet n Wild. It's just, it didn't wear. It got very, very patchy. It even just completely wore off on some places. I tried it out a little bit more, and I did wear that from like 5 a.m. until 7 or 8 that night. So it was a very long span of time. So maybe it just doesn't wear well that long, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad product. I think if I wear it for a short amount of time, it might be better. If I bring it with me, you know, to do touch-ups, it might be okay. And maybe if you have more dry skin, you might really like this. But for me personally, it's not my favorite. This palette. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. It's the only thing I'm wearing on my eyes. I love this palette. It is so beautiful. It is so versatile. You don't see colors like this in palettes very often, with the blues and like a pink and then your neutrals and your shimmers, but it's absolutely beautiful. It works. It's gorgeous. I love it. I've been wearing this non-stop. I was very much not gonna buy this. I was overhyped, overrated, and I was just like, I'm not gonna buy it. Me. So then I was like, all right, I'll try it. I'll buy it. And I did it. And I love it. So I'm a little ashamed of that. I mean, it's beautiful. The formulas are great. You get all of these colors. It is a little bit more expensive than the regular Morphe palettes, but I know I'm super late to the game with this, but if anyone else is really late, like I was, maybe you'll like some tutorials. I don't know. Let me know. Leave a comment down below if you want me to do little tutorials on this. Just erased my footage on my little tutorial I did with these, but I wanted to mention that I love these, and I've actually worn them a few times on my channel, and I think I've talked about them before. I'm not sure, maybe I haven't, but they are the ColourPop collab with Laura Lee and No Kill LA. So 100% of the proceeds from this goes straight to No Kill LA. It is an animal shelter in LA. I think they're absolutely beautiful. This shade called Ritz, I just think if you've been watching lately and you see something super, super like wet and shiny and glittery on my eyelids, it's this. It's Ritz. It's so beautiful. You have a satin lip, a metallic lip, and an ultra glossy lip. Again, all the proceeds from this go straight to No Kill LA. Any berry shade I've been wearing on my lips, it's been this one. I've worn both of these in 2 separate videos. They're just beautiful. Oh, last ColourPop one I want to mention, well, I can't guarantee it. This is the Ultra Glossy Lip from Kathleen Lights and Moonchild. I love this. This is the gloss I'm wearing, or was wearing at the beginning of this video until I just took some Dr. Pepper sips. Beautiful. I love wearing it on its own. I love wearing it as like, you know, a topper gloss. Absolutely stunning. A mascara I've been loving this past few months is the Tarte Tartiest mascara. I love it. It is more of that rubberized wand, but it just, oh gosh, excuse me. It just does such a great job of fanning out my lashes, lifting them. It's the mascara I'm wearing today. And I love to mix this with my Lash Paradise, layer it up, and it's beautiful. Wears just amazingly. It's great. I love it. Doesn't smudge, doesn't cake or like flake. It's awesome. Didn't love this month. So Tati suggested this and Casey Holmes. And I don't know if maybe I got a bad one, but I didn't like it at all. It's the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara with Lengthening Fibers. I didn't like this at all. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't volumize. It didn't really lengthen. It didn't curl my lashes or like help keep them up, because we all know I kind of have like flat, pointy lashes. The volume on this, the wand on this is super interesting thing. This was a pain to get off of my eyelashes. My face halo got some of it off, but not all of it. My micellar water, it didn't really work. I did use some of this. This probably worked somewhat the best, but even still. And like I said, maybe I got a bad one because I feel like tons of people love this mascara, but for me, it did not work. Another product that didn't work for me was this. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer. I talked about this in my BoxyCharm. I really like Dr. Brandt's skincare, and I was really excited to try the Pores No More. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's the Pores No More just luminizing. The thing I did like about this is it wasn't super sparkly or shiny like a lot of luminizing primers can be. It really was just like a glow. But this, it didn't fill my pores in, and it didn't work well with my foundation. I did try it with my tried and true Wet n Wild one. It didn't work with that. I did try it with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. It didn't really work with that one either. It just didn't work for me. It made me extremely cakey, and it just, both times I used it, I wasn't having a good makeup day. And so This is also going in a bye-bye bin. So this is a love-hate relationship with this powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade 15 Light. So the love-hate with this is, I love the formula. I love it. I think it's great. It makes my skin look flawless. It's beautiful. The hate I have is my own personal hate. I got the wrong shade. So I thought getting a light, number 15, was good because I'm light-ish, sometimes more medium, but it really does have a little bit of a tint to it, obviously. So it doesn't always look the best with certain foundations. When I wear this though, with my matte and poreless, amazing. This I'd gotten, like, I think there's a number 10 or even a number 5 would have been good. But yeah, overall it's a great powder. It's just my own personal mistake of buying the wrong shade. And I mean, it is my number 7 bronzer in Caramel. This is the best bronzer. It's the bronzer I'm wearing today. It is so beautiful. It's a little spendy as far as drugstore. It's like, I think $12.99. I've been using this non-stop, and I'm not even kidding. I really haven't touched any bronzer since I purchased this. I absolutely love it. This will now be a holy grail staple. I literally cannot live without that. So another hates it is the Pure Bronze and Brighten. This, I also talked about my BoxyCharm. I do not like. Way too dark. I love the pigmentation. I like where they're going, but it was like too pigmented and too much and too just all over the place. I didn't like. I think this would look great on medium to deeper skin tones. You know, I think this would be, this color, oh my gosh, would be fantastic. It's just too much and too bright for me and my skin tone, and it's a pass. Ooh, my last fave has been this. My mom got me an Impressions vanity mirror. It's the rose gold. Can't see my desk. So it lights up and you can like control how like bright or not bright you want it. I love this thing. My mom didn't even know about like this brand really. She just saw it on, I think she said it was Nordstrom on like Black Friday. She saw that they were on sale, and so she bought one for me, and I love it. It is amazing. It is the best mirror in the whole wide world, and it did come with a little like magnifying mirror that can suction on also. So yeah, I love this mirror. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this month's Yays, Nays, and A's. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Most of the time, my my Shark tape. Oh, dupe for the Shark tape. Oh my god, why do I keep saying that? Is the Maybelline Super. Oh my god, indigestion. Oh, primer. So this with. Oh my god, this indigestion I'm having right now is crazy.